All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another week in Hawkeye Pro Wrestling. In fact, another month. We are in the home stretch here. We have finally hit June 2020 for the Hawkeye Pro Grand Prix. We've gotten to the last 2 weeks apiece of shows. We can go through the standings real quick before I decide to book anything. Of course, Block A standings after 5 weeks, as you can see here. Juice Robinson and Taylor Mulligan at the top right now with 9 points. Shinsuke Nakamura and Tetsuya Naito right behind them with 8 points. Hiromu Takahashi down there in 5th with 7, along with Beretta. Sami Zayn with 6, and Io Shirai with 3. So the top 7 positions all separated by only 3 points. So anything can happen in the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks that they have matchups here. So just about anything can happen. As we look at Block B, Katsuyori Shibata and Naruki Doi standing at the top with 12 points apiece. Shane Hollister and Kenny Omega, or Shane Hollister at 9, Kenny Omega at 8, Alex Shelley at 7. Then we have Ishii at 4, Father Kingston and Johnny Gargano at the bottom with 3. So a bit more separation there. As you can see, the top 2 guys, good 3 points ahead of third. As well as Kenny Omega and Alex Shelley still technically in it, but kind of a long shot for them. We'll see what happens. But Ishii, Kingston, and Johnny Gargano pretty much eliminated at this point from being able to win. So it looks like Shibata and Doi could roll strong after this, but we do have a new week to go here. I'm not sure if there was anything big I wanted to worry about at this point, other than just trying to get through the Grand Prix. Hey, Down Nice, what's up? God, it is later than I wanted it to be. I meant to do this probably like 2 hours ago and have a more proper stream, but it's mostly, I think, just this right this second. That's how I'm feeling right about now. Ooh, let's see what we got here. Start to make contact extension office. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Let me see here. When does he start? He's got another 13 days. I probably need to get a picture of him, even if it's practically the same picture. Does he really need what do my other referees have? Like someone like Justin King. What does he have? He doesn't have anything. Okay, so it's just the fact that he doesn't have a push yet. So when I push him as a ref, which I can't, I can change it right now. All right. So now they won't get on my case about that. One Finger Death Punch 2 right now. Nice. I haven't gotten that yet. I need to. I played the original One Finger Death Punch, but I haven't played the second one yet. All right, get through Tuesday into Wednesday. Probably I try not to yawn too much. It's been a very lazy day. Well, kind of a lazy day in the fact that I didn't have to work, but I was at least productive as far as, cleaning and everything else is concerned. Brother Yashi with Dragon Gate, huh? Yeah, he's probably not necessary. It wouldn't be too bad to get Brother Yashi. He probably isn't much either. I wonder how much it would take to lure him away. Wow, really? Could I honestly lure him away at let's see. If he's about 4,300, let's say we were to give him 65. Because they're offering 5,000. Oh, he's not even considering that. Oh, he's considering All Japan's already trying to do that. They're trying to give him 6,000. Yeah. Yeah, Brother Yashi's not that worth it. So I won't worry about it too much. See if there's anything. It doesn't look like it. WWE re-signed Tom Phillips. Oh no, we didn't get Tom Phillips. That's alright. Hey GOJ, what's up? Thanks for the host, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll just let that go. I don't think I'd really do much of anything with Brother Yashi anyway, so I'll just get to Wednesday. Tom Phillips, on the other hand, is full of memes. Mayu, Shane, and Tamatonga are all negative influences. Why? Why do you have to be negative? It's alright. I'll at least, still got the 100 backstage rating. Ooh, let me pull up my Grand Prix here. We are out of Vegas now. And, oh God, is that Southeast? Is Tennessee in the Southeast? Yes, okay. Tennessee. FedEx Forum in Memphis. I imagine that's probably where the Grizzlies play. I don't know. It's only 11,000, actually. I bet you they probably play somewhere else. Either way, I'm not going to worry about it too much. 11,000, that's pretty good. We'll probably damn near sell that out. All right, GP matches first. We have got Tetsuya Naito. Come on. Tetsuya Naito. It's been a couple weeks since I played this, so I kind of got to get back in the swing of things here. Here we go. Here we go. And how long should this go? Oh yeah, this might actually end up being this might be the main event. Just with the way things go. Let me see. Let me look at your guys' stamina. All right, so you're 95. You're an 87. Okay, I bet you guys can call this one in the ring too. So if we go 19, Naito gets the victory. Open match. We can make this the storytelling because these guys can tell a story. We'll have you call it in the ring as well, and then decisive win. I never got around to changing their moves, so I think he still has like the moonsault or Stardust Press or something like that. I'd have to see. What does Naito have? Whoops, that's the wrong one. Naito moveset, Flying Splash. Does he even have Destino? No. Well, that'll create that. Destino. Impact move, cheating level none, can cause blood, can be done onto a chair. Sure. Absolutely. Can it be done through a table? I mean, depends on how creative you are. Same thing with ladders. It can be done in the ring, outside the ring, martinet. That's a dropping on the top of the head. I mean, not really unless you're Kenny Omega. It can really be done on anyone. Weight difference is fine. Can it be through a table or off a ladder? Why not? I would love to see someone. It would be really funky, but I would love to see Destino off a ladder or through a table. Why not? There you go. What bullshit angle this be? The user? That's always been there. I've just never used them. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. That's just always been there. I'm not gonna do anything fucky with that. What do we got here? Hiromu and Juice. All right. Hiromu Takahashi. Wow, I just skipped on right past him. Juice Robinson. Okay, Pro GP. Salida Del Sol off the ladder is basically the same. That's a good point. Oh, help survive your 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. shift. I'll do what I can for at least a couple hours. I myself am going to be tired. Let me see here. 81 to 82. Let's do... Yeah, I guess, to be fair, yeah, Salida del Sol is basically like a less... it's like a... there's less movement than a Destino, I guess. 16... I bet you they could probably go balls to the wall, but we'll give them 18. We'll give them 18 minutes. Hiromu picks up the win. Open match, decisive win. There you go. Speaking of, since we're doing this, moveset, Fisherman Suplex, no. Time Bomb. Impact cheating level can cause blood. I don't think it cause blood. It can be done onto a chair. I think also the table and ladder thing, I think if you're... I'm trying to think, yeah, I think with enough creativity, I think it'd probably be... Oh. Did I already make it at one point? Or is it just something... Here, I'll just... I don't know what it is, but you know what? We'll just let it be. Even if it's someone else's time bomb. Let's see. Beretta and Mulligan. I should have just picked Beretta. I was already up there. Taylor Mulligan versus Beretta. There we go. Okay, Pro GP. Oh my goodness. There we go. And let's give it 15. Uh-oh. Wait, why is it now 9:30 and then I get told that my eBay package has been delivered? When the fuck did this happen? The fuck? That's weird. Why did that just come up at 9:30? Sorry, that's really weird because I got a package that I ordered from eBay and I just, like, it told me like that. Yeah, they dropped it off like half an hour ago. I'm like, why? That doesn't make sense. All right, it says it was in the mailbox. Wait, this is 8 hours ago. Why am I just now? It says it got delivered to my mailbox 8 hours ago. And it's just now letting me know that it was there. For some reason the delay is super long. You typed that 30 seconds ago, it still isn't on screen. Oh, damn. Let's see. Open match. Taylor Mulligan, cough, cough. That's how many people on the roster feel about him. What? Taylor Mulligan. Okay, so definitely going to be... You know what? Let's give it a tainted flash pinfall finish. Something literally as cheap as, like, I don't know, pull the trunks. Pull the trunks with a flash pinfall. It's a bit cheap, but might give him a possibility of a title match in the future. So we can put that there. Alright, so Mulligan Beretta, I think we're good there. Yep, no title on the line. And those are GP matches because EO is not around, so Nakamura is not really doing anything. But I do want to add a tag team match. Oh, God, what was the tag team match I needed? So there was a tag team match that I needed to add from last time that I was supposed to do in the pre-show of the pay-per-view, and I didn't do it. There we go. I'll just, yeah. All right. Teams Roppongi 3K and Team Angle. I'll give them, ooh. I just realized opener Enhancement talent. Okay, Show and Yo are lower mid-card guys, so it's fine. It's fine. This could be our opener, too. 10 minutes. Maybe like 9. And I know what I want to have happen. I don't know how I should finish it off, though. All right. Yeah, let's give Sanderson the win. Open match, all out. And it is a cheap win because it's a DQ finish. So we're going to have a DQ. Interference on Sanderson by Will Ospreay. And Everhart by Joel Redman. There we go. And that's how we'll put the opener up. And yeah, Naito and Sammy I think is going to be the main event. Mulligan Beretta can go down there. Hiromu Juice, then Naito, Sammy. So that's probably the way that this should be. It's probably the way this should work out. All right, so now to build the angles around this. Actually, let me just have a better idea. Oh, you know what? Okay, we need to start off hot from what we had at the show. So Paul Levesque has to come in hot because he left the show during the pay-per-view for an emergency, and Brother Ray did some fuckery to get Tama Tonga his spot. And demands Ray out for answers. What should Ray do? I want him to come out. So, God, how do I want to do this? God, I'm kind of back and forth on what I want to do. Hang on. Okay. Hey, Daredevil, what's up? So Ray comes out, and I just punched my hand. Like, that's going to help me figure out what I want to do. Ray out says, Tama won, and the contract will be signed. Tama won. Contract signing tonight. So we'll do 10 minutes on that because Levesque is pissed at what Brother Ray has done. Basically double-crossed him. Billing for Triple H Tama at GP Final. I don't know. Well, I mean, Tama won. Tama won at the pay-per-view, so he's got a heavyweight title match. So we can't have Levesque fighting Tama Tonga at the pay-per-view where Tama's already fighting for the heavyweight title. But either way, we get to the first match for Roppongi 3K Team Angle, and so Chad Sanderson and Jordan Everhart. Then we have Will Ospreay and Joel Redman. Ospreay and Redman. Double team each. Then double team moves on Team Angle. Then intro themselves as new team. Here, I guess I can put the name of the team that I created, at least for that. European. Oh my god, I don't know if I actually have to think about what it is. There we go. European Initiative. Yeah, that's great. My tired brain will never ever fuck that up. Should they talk? Osprey shouldn't talk. Osprey should just flip. Can Redmond talk? Redmond can't really talk. You know this means we're gonna have to give them Will Osprey sex appeal. That is what it should be. Minor defeats for them. There we go. Decent success to kind of debut as a team. So this basically tells me I need to find a mouthpiece for them. I don't know. Let's see. What type of not race, nationality. What do we got for English people? We got Brittany Knight, Redmond, Dunn. Dunn could be one. Irish, we have what? Becky and Devitt. I don't think that there's any Welsh. Trying to think if there's any other Europeans. Yeah, all the rest of them are. Everyone's kind of tied up in stuff already. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think about who should be a mouthpiece for them. Nigel would be dope. I think Nigel's tied up in a contract, but I could always look after the show before I move to Breakout. Like who's gonna be my William Regal would have been perfect for this if he didn't die in this database. If this game save didn't involve William Regal being dead already, he'd have been perfect. All right, Mulligan Beretta. All right, let me see here. Let's do Paul Levesque and Juice Robinson. Let's see. Juice runs into Levesque backstage, who is steamed and decides to get back at Ray by giving Juice to give Juice TV title match at GP. So the whole point is to him being like, well, if you're just going to do what you're going to do, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. Juice earned a title match. He's going to get a title match. And that gives us the possibility of already booking a TV title match in the future. Getting up into Taylor Mulligan versus Beretta. So Beretta, Taylor Mulligan. Let's make this brutal. Mulligan. Well, of course he'd be pissed. Mulligan attacks Beretta with, what was it, a monkey wrench? I think it was a monkey wrench. With wrench. Then looks to you know what? I've got an idea. Attacks Beretta's ankle with the wrench until ref breakout. Yeah. ref break, I guess. We'll just put it like that then. So basically, he starts attacking with the wrench, and then he starts attacking his ankles. Something that he can easily just start like going after. So this is definitely a defeat, and we'll put like a medium risk on it, but it puts over Taylor Mulligan pretty damn well as being as brutal as he is. All right, Hiromu Juice. Oh shit! Didn't Juice just have like a huge upset win last week? Let me pull up my booking sheet. Yes, Juice beat Nakamura. I didn't even have to pull up my booking sheet. I could have just looked at the history and seen what happened there. But yes, at Adrenaline last week we had Naito defeated Beretta, but here we got Juice defeating Nakamura. So we should have Juice come up with a fire promo. Juice Robinson, entertainment, minor success. All right. Let's see. Juice promo where he is elated to have TV title match. Big win over Knock. And possibly win the GP. Because technically he is in the lead for Block A. He's got 9 points. He's technically in the lead. He's tied for the lead. But he is there. So he's looking to do that again. So we'll give 4 minutes there where he can talk about all the good things that are happening with him. Everything's coming up Juice. And then Hiromu beats him. Let's see here. Hiromu, Juice. You know what? What have I been doing with Hiromu as well? I gotta remember. I don't think he was involved at Festival, but he was definitely involved. What did I have him do last week? Did he open it? Oh, Mulligan. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Mulligan got time bombed, so he's probably not too happy about Jericho or Hiromu as well. So that could also tie in. So Taylor Mulligan, Hiromu, Juice. Mulligan attempts to come out again, but decides not to with Hiromu and Juice. Waiting for him. So it's basically Mulligan starts heading down to the ring with the wrench again. Both Hiromu and Juice notice it, and they're like, nah, we ain't about that. I guess entertainment's probably what it should be. So neutral, and there you go. So they have their match. It doesn't quite go Juice's way. It goes Hiromu's way, and Mulligan gets tossed out. Actually, we'll make that official. We'll make let me see here. We'll put Paul Levesque there and Taylor Mulligan, and we'll involve Brother Ray. And so there we go. Levesque out with security to throw Mulligan out as Ray out to argue with him. So they still haven't quite gotten anything settled, as it seems. I guess it's that. Work without a script. I don't know if this is something we should be working without a script, but why not? All right, so we'll throw Mulligan out the door before the main event. And let's see here. Tetsuya Naito, Hiromu, and you know what? We'll just have all of them. Why not have all of LIJ there for Naito's main event? So Sonata, La Sombra, LIJ behind Naito as he is prepared for winning tonight. To how many points did he have? Jesus, I can't even remember where we were at with that. I wish I could remember. It's probably going to pop up here as I look and see. Okay, so Naito's got 8. So with Mulligan, with both Mulligan and Juice losing. No, Mulligan won. No, Mulligan didn't win. Mulligan and Juice losing. So he can lead Block A tonight with a win, which would be a big up. Big up for him. So, and obviously they're going to be, we'll do Jericho there. Hiromu selling. Those two just stay silent. And everyone will get a little bit of a bump from being involved in Naito's segment. There we go. You weren't paying attention? With what? LIJ. I even put LIJ. I just put Los. It's not, we're not in Japan. I heard that as Naito got AIDS. No, Naito has 8. Naito has 8 points. If he wins tonight, which of course he's booked to win, he'll lead Block A. Then we got Hiromu. I think Hiromu's already pretty close as well. We'll see what happens. All right, let me see here. So a big, like, finisher. Something with the heavyweight title. Now, of course, we still have plenty of time. Actually, we don't have plenty of time. Jesus Christ. We only have like 15 minutes to start putting some other stuff together here. So I definitely need the ending, like, punch. I definitely need that big end punch. I feel like I gotta involve Tama Tonga somehow. So we involve Tama Tonga, Brother Ray. Paul Levesque. All right. So Levesque is still angry. Oh, you know what? We'll actually do the contract signing a little bit differently. We'll do it backstage. Allows Kushida to sign for match with Tama in Ray's office. And it's like 6-7 minutes. So it's a little bit shorter of a segment. We're not gonna go knock the shit out of one another. They're just gonna say their piece and sign it. So it's much more tense than a normal, like, in the ring one. Might feel a little bit more realistic with that too. Right. All right, so we have about 9 minutes worth of stuff to do. All right. I know for sure we need Rock and Roll Fight Team. We need the Fight Team doing something. Chris Hero, Adam Cole. Am I forgetting anybody? I think that's it. Yeah. All right. Devitt has prepped another exercise, but done, snaps, and demands. Devitt. How should he help who he has now with So basically it's just done going, hey, you got 3 guys here already. Quit fucking around and do something with us. Work on us instead of team building crap. So it's done just finally snapping and going, listen, do something other than this crap. So we'll put it up here. Now we got 5 minutes. Okay. Let's see here. Should I just do a 5-minute, some sort of 5-minute segment? Let me see here. Nakamura, Reynolds, Tozawa. I feel like I should work on Nakamura kind of gets shafted from this. Let's do Alex Reynolds, Shinsuke Nakamura. Let's see here. Convo between Knock and Reynolds. As Knock continues in GP, but Alex will not have his title match. So just kind of lamenting that that's going on. I don't know if anyone should also join in on that. Maybe not. I'll even drop it down to 4 just to make it a little bit more. There we go. All right. I think that's good then. I think we booked the show. I think that was most of what I wanted to hit on. Everything else I can do next week, I think. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think that's about it. Ooh. Sorry. I had some well, it was a while ago when I had food, but it's still just not really like heartburn, but just every once in a while it's like, yeah, no. You made not so kind decisions. All right, starting with Adrenaline, here we go. Opening up the show, Paul Levesque comes storming out. He is pissed off at how things had gone down at Festival back on Saturday. Of course, he demands that Brother Ray comes out for answers. He is not happy at the fact that Brother Ray pulled the old switcheroo in the main event to get Tama Tonga his match for the heavyweight title. And Ray comes out and he just kind of shrugged his shoulders and he says, hey, you weren't here. I made a decision. And Tama Tonga won. So he's going to face Kushida at Grand Prix Final. And the contract signing is tonight. So unless you think you can do something about that, well, let's see what you might have planned. So he basically challenges Levesque to actually basically just do something about it. And Levesque, didn't really do much of anything, but we'll see if maybe he has something in mind later. We get our opening contest, Roppongi 3K versus Team Angle. That was supposed to face off in the pre-show of Festival. They kind of got bumped from it, so they will be facing each other here. And actually did quite well for both guys, actually. 76 ain't too bad for both of them in the 70s and 60s. For low-tier guys, that's pretty good. But nonetheless, Team Angle actually getting the win thanks to a disqualification because Will Ospreay and Joel Redmond came in to attack Team Angle as well as a bit of Roppongi 3K. But a Roppongi 3K slide out as Ospreay and Redmond continue the beatdown on Sanderson and Everhart. He had a couple of interesting double team maneuvers before quickly grabbing the mic and introducing themselves as a new tag team looking for perhaps tag team gold in the future. They have named themselves the European Initiative. So Ospreay and Redmond teaming up with one another. We'll see perhaps how this turns out. And they seem to have tried to make their mark here against Team Angle. So perhaps a little bit of a feud there between them. We move on. Paul Levesque is still stewing in the backstage area. Juice is preparing for his match. Runs into Levesque backstage, and Levesque just seems to be beside himself about the audacity of Brother Ray to just shrug his shoulders and say, "Hey, Tama Tonga won, so we're gonna have the heavyweight title match." So Levesque believes Brother Ray can just go ahead and do whatever he wants like that, and he sees Juice and he says, "Hey, you earned yourself a title match a few weeks ago, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you that title match that you deserve. I know you're still a part of the GP, so in case you don't win it, or even if you do and you want to pull double or even triple duty, that can be arranged." He says, "At least no matter what right now, we'll book that match. If something happens, then he can change up the booking. But for right now, Juice Robinson does have a match against Taylor Mulligan." Let's see here. Hawkeye Pro Television Championship. Whoops. So even if he's not successful in the Grand Prix, despite the fact that he is one of the top guys right now in his block, he does have a TV title match at GP Final. And that moves us on. Oh, by the way, Daredevil, I hadn't seen that you asked me about going to the Wrestling Revolver show. Yeah, I am going to go to the Wrestling Revolver show. I couldn't quite remember when it was, because I was telling myself, I'm like, I feel like it has to be sometime relatively soon, and I couldn't remember when it was. And I'm like, well, they probably just did their WrestleMania stuff, so yeah, I probably should have that. See, this is what happens when I have a lot of this stuff where I have a Twitter that I could keep up to date on this, but I still don't anyway, for one reason or another. For one reason or another, I still don't follow that many people, so I still have to actually go and actively search out when that stuff happens. It's probably one of those things where I probably should just start following people on Twitter. Tony Pizza Guy and you are planning on going to it too. Nice. I should wear my Hawkeye Pro shirt. May 10th. Okay. I mean, I'm planning on it. I don't think there's going to be anything. Of course, now I got to look, see if there's the one thing that could stop it, and I think it's the week before, and that's the Barnstormers game. Pretty sure the Barnstormers game is the week before. Full schedule. The 4th is at home. The 11th. Oh yeah, it is a Friday night, isn't it? So I don't think it'll matter too much. Okay, so there is 2 straight home games, but I don't think it'll matter too much. There we go. It's their big 3-year anniversary show. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to actually go to that, because I didn't go to the last one because I didn't have anyone to go with, number one. And number two, it was like a last-minute decision where I was like, no, I'm just not feeling it. Like, it's just one of those things. It's like, I don't want to go and just deal with all this stuff right now. I don't know. It feels kind of bad to do that, but I was like, And that's when they crowned their first champion, too. I was like, fuck. I think I'll just not go. Either way, we have this. Let's see here. Prince Devitt with the rest of the Rock and Roll Fight team. And he has prepared himself with another corporate a corporate team building exercise to which Hero and Cole just are kind of groaning, and Pete Dunne has actively snapped. He just snaps on Prince Devitt and yells at him that he has to remind Prince Devitt that he is indeed a former heavyweight champion. It wasn't more than just not even 3 months ago that he was the heavyweight champion. And since then, his obsession with Bob Sapp, as well as Bob Sapp leaving, has led him to not care at all about the other members. And he says if he really wants to do something for the rest of Rock and Roll Fight Team, he needs to help who he has now, starting with the 3 guys that he has, and perhaps even the former heavyweight champion. And Devitt seems to be, Devitt seems to at least have some sort of understanding on his face with that. So we'll see what happens there. Callahan versus Swoggle in an Iowa death match. Oh my God, that's amazing. I just thought about that. Callahan's it's basically Callahan's other indie promotion, but he's never out there with the rest of the wrestlers to sign stuff. Feels weird. I don't know. He's just never there for that. But either way, Taylor Mulligan and Beretta here for another GP matchup. And went almost 15 minutes, but Beretta ends up distracting Taylor Mulligan. Ends up getting a hand on the tights, using the ropes for leverage, and ends up getting a roll-up victory on Taylor Mulligan. And surprisingly enough, walking away. Oh, sorry. Got a hiccup there. And rolling away with a victory in 3 points over the television champion, which of course pisses off Taylor Mulligan to no end. And he takes out the monkey wrench and attacks Beretta with it as he's celebrating. Perhaps goes right for the back of the knees to take him down, and starts walloping him with the wrench. And then moves Beretta to one of the ring posts and smashes his ankle onto the ring post. And then smashes the monkey wrench onto his ankle that is on there. So kind of sandwiching Beretta's ankle in between the ring post and the wrench. And it's at this point that the refs have has finally gotten control of the situation. But the damage seems to have been done to Beretta's ankle thanks to Taylor Mulligan. Swan, Ace Austin, and TJP doing a 3-way. Ooh. Might have to get something for TJP. I bet you he'll be out there signing shit. God, I have to see what they actually have going on with that. Alex Reynolds is in the back with Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura kind of sits down with Reynolds as he just seems to be not too happy about life, and Nakamura says that he knows kind of what he's going through with a lot of the stuff that he's had to endure. And, he says that, hey, Io's not here, so he gets to continue on in the GP with points. But he does feel, he does understand what Alex Reynolds is feeling. And Reynolds doesn't really want to hear much about it because he feels he was absolutely screwed, and rightfully so, out of his heavyweight title match. So we will get just a bit of an idea that Reynolds is still out for blood for Brother Ray, because he seemed to have once again gotten one up on him. What else was there? Matthew Palmer versus Larry D. I love how much Larry D has gotten over in this. That is amazing to know that Larry D has gotten so over in Des Moines. I forgot, yeah, Eddie Edwards is going to be there, too. Havoc and Blanchard. Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. So, yeah, just a bit of a backstage deal with that. Juice Robinson cutting a promo about just the way the last few weeks have gone for him, at least even just the last week, where he's elated to be able to have a TV title match, so he has kind of a fallback option right now, even if he can't get success in the Grand Prix, but he still has a possibility. He says if he does, he does have the possibility of winning the Grand Prix and having to wrestle 3 matches at the Grand Prix Final. So we'll see perhaps what he can do with that. He got a big win over Nakamura. He has a match tonight to further cement his place in the Grand Prix. So everything's coming up juice right now. Hey, Turtle, what's up? And he faces Hiromu, which does quite well. They got about 18 minutes in, but Hiromu ends up pinning him with the time bomb and getting a little bit of his momentum back at Juice Robinson's expense. Still did quite well with them. I think they still both did quite well. The psychology thing probably is what gave him a little bit of the penalized for lack of psychology. So it probably would have done even better than 90 if I had not put in. I did. That's what I did put in, right? First off, he's doing that. No, actually, I thought I put that in that they call the match. That's what I thought I did. Oh well, I guess I didn't. And either way, Hiromu still gets the win, gets the 3 points, and seems to be doing quite well. Kind of moved himself up with the rest of the guys in the pack there in the Grand Prix for Block A. Taylor Mulligan coming out because he's not happy at either Hiromu or Juice, and he kind of starts walking out with the wrench. But both Hiromu and Juice, who are kind of settling their differences, they didn't really have much difference. It was just a competition. They seem to have settled their competition now, are facing the ring, ready to take him on. And Mulligan starts to kind of back away a little bit. Seems to decide not to get involved with it right now. It's at this point that Paul Levesque comes out, and he has a team of security because he is done with Taylor Mulligan, and has the security team haul him out as Brother Ray comes out, and he is not happy at Paul Levesque's actions thus far tonight as well. What with the Juice TV title match and then kicking Taylor Mulligan out. So Ray's not happy that Levesque has done all this without consulting him. So there seems to be a bit of an argument between Levesque and Brother Ray, but they take that to the back as not much else seemed to have gone on. Los Ingobernables are in the back, though. Hiromu has rejoined his Los Ingobernables brethren as Tetsuya Naito is preparing to win tonight with the losses by Juice and Mulligan. He has the opportunity to lead Block A after with a win tonight. So he is fully planning on doing as such with the emotional support, I would say, of Los Ingobernables behind him. They won't be there for ringside, but maybe Jericho, but he hopes to use that energy to win tonight. And in the main event, Tetsuya Naito versus Sami Sabai, an amazing match. 93. I can't believe it was only a 93, but you know what? I'll take it. That's still a 93. But Tetsuya Naito ending up getting the win with just under a minute left with a Destino, and gets the win over Sami. And that is it. Naito gets the win and now officially leads Block A. And there seems to be a bit of a grouping between Juice and Mulligan, and I think Beretta and Hiromu. So a whole lot of possibilities as far as a guy. Even with Naito, Naito still has the chance to lose and not get in. So Block A has a lot of people in the mix right now as to who they can wrestle in the finals. So we'll see what happens with that. And we go to the final segment, which is, of course, the backstage contract signing segment. It is extremely tense as it's in Brother Ray's office instead of out in the ring. They decided they didn't want to deal with this out in the ring. They were just going to do it in Ray's office. Tama Tonga is standing there with Kushida. Levesque kind of makes his opinions about both Ray and Tama known, with Kushida standing there with the belt. And Kushida's none too happy about this as well. But Levesque has Kushida sign it so that we make it official that we will have Kushida versus Tama Tonga for the Hawkeye Pro Heavyweight Championship at Grand Prix Final. And it sort of ends on that tense note of Kushida and Tama Tonga facing off. 91! Taylor Mulligan was used too much. Chad Sanderson was slightly overused. That's fine. I'll take it. You need to get another Road to Glory save that you can actually stick to again? Yeah. Imagine what'll happen once 2020 comes out and you can actually take a save file and turn it into a database. That'll be insane. I mean, you can just go game to game with the same file. I don't know if I'll do that or not, but we'll find out. I thought the game broke trying to process Joel Redmond. Let me see here. Katsuhiko Nakajima in House of Hardcore. Yep, 3 episodes on YouTube. Naito's feeling the schedule. 14.74 TV rating. Damn, did we get a huge bump because we're now national? Let me look at this. Breakout had 10.6 million. We're now up to over 11 million people. All right, so we didn't quite do it, but hey, we did get that sellout that we wanted. And we now have over 11 million views on YouTube. I'd say we're a sensation. We are definitely trending. I feel like we're almost dangerously close to getting international. As I say, cult size in 3 other game areas. Like, we might be pretty close on these 2. Maybe not so much in Canada yet. But I feel like these 2 we might be kind of close. So I think we'll be fine. You would break also if you had to process Joel Redmond. Oh yeah, we should add that team now that it's in here. So that way I don't forget. So European Initiative. So Will Ospreay, Joel Redmond. We'll make him a unit. These guys are absolute units. I say about Will Ospreay. I don't know. I don't know what type of... oh, that's right. We should look... Before I do Breakout, I should look at a potential mouthpiece. So I think the best possibility is to find someone who's English. Find someone who's English. I want to hire them. And I'm looking for great entertainment skills. Where's that at? Oh, I must have passed it. Hang on. Great entertainers. So Joe Turnbull, Kelly Adams, Mikey Whiplash. Oh, there's Nigel. Ryan, Sarah Jones. I mean, I think I would fucking love... Imagine fucking Mikey Whiplash coming out as the fucking mouthpiece for these 2. Holy shit. Yeah, if I can get Nigel, I can make that work. So yeah, he's just pay per appearance. Let me see what would happen if I were to make him written. Okay. So I think because no one else is trying to get him, I can go down to, let's say 3,900. I bet you I could pay 3,900. Hang on. All right. I'm going to give you 4,500. We're going to make you be whatever's needed. Now you are going to be a mouthpiece, but we might skirt the issue on a couple of minor. We might skirt the issue on a couple of minor things that were issues in the past, but I wouldn't mind getting him for more than just talking reasons. So we'll just do that. Yeah, I don't think there was anyone better by that in that regard. Anyway, I'm trying to think to hire, looking for great entertainers, like great entertainers. Like I'm trying to think here, like as far as nationality, I don't know if there's any Irish. Not really. Scottish. Grado. Fucking great. Why do you have Nigel McGuinness, Tyler? Well, it's either him or Grado, and I figured Nigel McGuinness would be a little bit better than Grado. I don't know. There's just something about it that I was like, yeah, I think this might be a little bit better of an idea. God, I'm not making... Oh, God. See, I knew this was going to happen, too. I'm making decent money, but fuck. We'll see what happens. Advance. Stokely Athletic Center. I feel like we've done that place already, but you know what? That's probably pretty close. I want to know where that's at. Tennessee, Stokely Athletic Center in Memphis. So we're just going to a different Memphis building. Cool, why not? So let me see here. Okay, so we already have Dash and Kyrie confirmed for the pay-per-view. And we have other things we're also looking at. Let me look at the history of what happened at Breakout Festival. Okay, we also had the Leva Corp doing their deal. So I think I already know what we should have. So, okay. I think I'm going to add in some tag matches. I think that's how this is going to work. What do we got here? All right. So we should put some tag teams that are kind of up in front of Leva Corp. So Sadistic Tales is going to have a match. Who should they face? Should they face Shimmer and Shine? They wouldn't face that version of Shimmer and Shine because of Nicole Matthews. They could face the Revolution. I could do Oedo Tai. Reinas are kind of doing their own thing right this second. I'm thinking Hame International and Idol Fight can fight. So Kana and Azumi can maybe face Oedo Tai right now. Let's do that. They have poor chemistry. Do you want to continue? Yeah. I'm not gonna ignore it. I'm gonna keep making sure they tell me that that this is a pairing I shouldn't put together, and then promptly ignore it each time. Okay. Let's see. Azumi. Wow. How fucking Azumi Hazuki Kagetsu Kana? That really feels like some sort of weird Japanese name. That's if I ever become a wrestler in Japan, that's what I want to name myself. Just 4 names like that. Except I'll make it like Kagetsu Azumi Hazuki Kana, and then it does Kahk. So you can be like, yeah, my name is Kagetsu Azumi Hazuki Kana. You can call me CAC for short. That took a long and winding road to get to the dumbest punchline ever. You're very much in the right if you boo that. Let's submission finish it. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Actually, to be fair, I just realized I probably shouldn't put Oedo Tai out there because we just did the Hazuki and Kagetsu stuff. We just did Kagetsu nearly dying to Kairi Hojo's hand. Maybe we should give them a week where they don't show up. Now that I think about it. Sadistic Tail should face somebody else. We'll do the Revolution. They haven't lost too much, have they? Where are they at? The Revolution defeated Leva Bates and Leva Corp. So yeah, they do have something they should do. Tyler's at the saddest and weakest point in his life after that pun. I feel like there's probably more. You know what? I think I'm gonna give it to that. Is it weird that when WWE revealed Asuka and Sane as a team, you honestly thought of being something I'd do? I guess, but I don't know. I'd much rather lean into the Stardom stuff with like Kairi and Io. Like the idea of Asuka and Kairi, it's like, okay, it really it feels very much like WWE going, here's two Japanese women. They've never really interacted with each other on a professional basis until they both got here. So we'll just smush them together as a team. From that Dead or Alive stream, you're a sad and weak part before that pun. I don't know. I feel like it could be something I would do, but I like to think I could do better than that. Like build off of the actual tension that Asuka and Io had back in the day. Open match. We'll slow build it. Decisive win. Submission finish. There you go. One of you guys can decide who's gonna tap out. And then we'll put Heyman International up there with Idol Fight. Actually, no. Idol Fight's doing their own that's right. They are not. They're busy on a road trip, so Idol Fight doesn't face them. The team that would face them then, let's see, Heyman International, and it isn't smart, so it's like not. So it sounds like something he would do. Wow. You know what? I think I will probably do. I could do Justice Legion, but I feel like that. I feel like I do need to give Mercedes and oh my God, Madison Eagles their shot as a team. There we go. Whoops. So the new Shimmer and Shine, since Nicole Matthews is on her own as a singles competitor right now. And we'll give it 14, I'd say. Nah, we'll give it a little bit extra. We'll give it a little bit more oomph. Yeah. Someone doesn't have stamina. And weirdly enough, it's not the nearly 40-year-old woman. So yeah, we'll slow build this, but we will give. You know what? I'm gonna give Miyu the win. Hopefully, they can figure out who should win that. Open match. We'll slow build it. Decisive win. We'll give. I don't think we've given Heyman International a nice clean win in a little bit. It also kind of motherfucks Shimmer and Shine, but it's the price you pay. All right. Let me see here. History-wise, Breakout we had. That's right. The pomp and circumstance thing we need to deal with the rest of Justice Legion. Kaho defeated Ashley Flair. Forgot when and why that happened. And then we had Dash and Kagetsu. Oh God, poor Eagles and Mercedes are just gonna get jobbed out constantly, aren't they? Reina's meet up with Angle, Asuka in the training, so that's not really a match. So we need to do something about. We'll do a one-on-one. So we will do Lufisto going up against Princess Kimberly. She might have gotten hurt. We might actually not do that. We might do... You know what might be fun? I think I want to do something else. I have an idea. Let me... Oh, God, the first name to pop up. Jesus Christ. I just want to look at the females, see who there is. And they're all pretty much retired wrestlers or non-wrestlers. That's fine. Let me borrow some from developmental then. Which one of the developmental workers are going to get a chance? We could do Evie. Okay, I'm thinking Nikki Storm should be one of them. And I'm thinking Tony Storm should be the other. We'll do that. All right. So my idea is we will put Justice Legion out there, Kangaroo Cassie, Kangaroo Jess, and they are going to face Nikki Storm and Tony Storm, who in this will be hired, not really like hitmen or henchmen, but like hired guns by Dalton Castle to avenge Princess Kimberly, since he's out of women to fight these people. Nikki and Tony Storm will be like the one-time people for that. So we'll see what comes of that. We'll do like 9 minutes. We'll make this a bit of a... I don't know if it should be a squash. Who is the best possible option to take this? Okay. I like how they are kind of starting to gather a name for themselves thanks to the TV coverage they're getting. We'll see if Tony Storm will take it. Actually, let me look and see. Oh, God damn it! Let me look and see what we got here for that. I think one of them will be willing to take it. I think they'll both be willing to take a loss in this. So I think if Tony Storm's the one to do it, they'll be fine. Open match. I guess this will be a storytelling match. And decisive win. And I think that's about it. I'll just go with that. That's definitely opening contest. All right, we should put a one-on-one match in here. We've had so many tag team matches, we should break up the monotony with a one-on-one match. And what I should do with it, I don't know. Actually, we should maybe I should do Nicole Matthews having someone. She should put her. We should maybe have a TV title match tonight. I'm thinking that might be an idea. She hasn't really done a ton, and I'm thinking this could be a thing where she starts putting the title on the line quite a bit. And I haven't done much with Candice LeRae. Candice is someone who probably would want to try to prove herself. So we'll put them out there and we'll see what happens. Psychology and stamina are good. And psychology is pretty good. Stamina, and psychology and stamina are both pretty good. So if they go full force for about 12 minutes, put the High Spirits title on the line. And Matthews can retain. We can go open, all out. We'll make it a decisive win. Yeah. I'm trying to think. We don't have any like tainted wins here. I think these are all pretty straightforward. I was trying to think of maybe I should make it a little bit tainted. A little bit of cheap shotting. You know what? I'll do a flash pinfall. How about that? And then I'll move that up there, and I think that's how our match is going to go. All right, I think we're good on that. So we can do Justice Legion to start. Lufisto with oh my god, Kangaroo Cassidy, Kangaroo Jess, Carl Anderson, and Doc Gallows. So Justice Legion out. Lufisto has Carl apologize for gun stunning Kimberly last week. Carl argues she deserved it. I could have been she just got in the way. But nah, you've seen her. She's evil. Here, how about that? She is evil. Not Lufisto, but Kimberly. So 6 minutes of him going, tell him you're sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. But to be fair, she is evil. So Justice Legion doing their thing at the start. There we go. Dalton Castle. So Nikki Storm, Tony Storm. Castle out, distraught and angry over Kimberly's attack. He pays for two women to fight Jess and Cassidy. Justice Legion right now. There, we'll just put it like that. So 4 minutes. There we go. Brings them out. And then let's see. Nikki Storm, Tony Storm, Dalton Castle, and Kangaroo Cassidy, Kangaroo Jess. Let's see. Castle and both Storms stand over the Kangaroos, I guess. You know, it's when you start typing things out like this that it does start to sound just a little bit crazy. It's like, that really does sound kind of goofy. The Storms stand over the Kangaroos. Like, oh boy. Okay. Dalton, taunts, Justice Legion. There you go. So they'll sell, and then he'll be entertaining. No real injury risk to them, though. So it looks like the Justice Legion have something else on their plate now. All right, Nicole Matthews. Nicole Matthews, she'll be out there with Portia Perez. Matthews out with Perez is tired. Whoops. Tired of waiting and has open challenge for title tonight. And that's not right. Wow. How come I can't remember how answered is? I think that's what it is. Answered by Murray answers. There we go. And 5 minutes. Doesn't need much. Can she talk? Kinda. Pretty sure Matthews can talk. Yeah, she's fine. All right, and minor successes all around, I would say, because you're kind of building up this title match right there. I didn't even put that this is a title match. Hawkeye Pro, Nice Spirits. There we go. I don't know if there's anything afterwards that we would need to worry about too much. Unless I want to... Let me see where I'm at here. Okay. Let's see. Nicole Matthews, Portia Perez. Hikaru Shida still wants that shot. Shida is out. She wants to be the next challenger for the High Spirits title. Wants her rematch. So she wants to prove that Nicole Matthews winning was a fluke. We'll see what happens with that. So we put that there. Put that up that way. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I need to find a spot. Okay. And let's do Paul. No, not Paul Heyman. I need to do Mick Foley. Mick Foley with James Mitchell. And let's do Paul Heyman. Wow. What a murderer's row of managers and talkers right there. Foley says he will give one more chance to Sadistic Tales, but must win many tag tournament. Yeah, we'll just put it like that. So we need 4 teams. Heyman's there to advocate for Heyman International being part of it. James Mitchell knows the score of what's going on with that. So just a good 6 minutes of, okay, you can get what you want, but you need to have your people ready. This is your last shot. Paul Heyman, Mayu Iwatani, Miyu Yamashita. By the way, this is one thing that I don't have with this, but with the when 2020 comes out, assumedly it's going to have a lot more prominent Joshi wrestlers. So I kind of fear that because I'm a fan of so many of them, that my whole women's division might as well just be called the Joshi division. especially when you look at the women that I have in my on my company right now. You have someone like Mayu who's tied down to Stardom, but you look at the non-Japanese ones, like Lufisto's going to be retiring. Nicole Matthews has visa issues outside of Canada. Madison Eagles is still a maybe. Most of the other women are WWE women. So I'm going to have to build around somebody. I feel like it's going to be mostly Joshi women when I do my 2020. All right. Io Shirai. Come on already. Oh, I still can't talk about Io. That's fine. I wonder if I do the off screen, it'll be I can talk about it. Nope. Okay. That's fine. All right. Heyman talks up Mayu and Miyu and says EO will be back when Breakout is on Fox. So basically confirming that she does have a return date of a month from now. But she ain't going to do it on YouTube. She's going to do it on a network. EO'll be back on a network. She ain't gonna be sticking around for all this other crap. Should I try to use her popularity? It might work. Might help build up a little bit here. I don't know so much about Miyu. Probably not. No. She's getting there. She's kind of stagnated after a while because I wasn't pushing her, like cramming a rocket up her butt and having her just get shot to the moon. Kind of like with Taylor Mulligan. See, Taylor Mulligan's what happens when you take someone and just cram a rocket up their butt and shoot him to the moon. Now look at where he's at compared to where he was when I got him. That's crazy. All right. So that would be the Heyman International former there. And then we have James Mitchell, Mio Shirai, Kana, and Azumi. All right. Sadistic Tales in their locker room. They know this is their last chance. This is their last chance as a team. Plan to win. So they know that if they want a shot at the tag titles, they basically were given the ultimatum, like, all right, you have your chance now, but if you can't earn a tag title match coming up and you can't win the tag titles, that's it. Nada. So now they have to win all the way up to the tag belts. So minor success all the way there. Getting them ready to face the Revolution of all people. And so James Mitchell, Kana, Izumi. Yeah, we'll do Mio. Sadistic Tales celebrate. Cut off by Heyman International, who will face them next week for tag title shot. So there you go. Let's do Mayu, Miyu. So selling. Minor defeat, low, minor successes here. So there you go. The final 5 minutes is them celebrating. Heyman International comes in, beats them down to set up for next week's like a number one contendership main event. We are 106 minutes in, which means we still have a few other things to do. Let me make sure here. Okay, so I definitely need to deal with our champion as well as the challenger. We definitely, okay, I know one thing we need to deal with is Lady Beard and Maki Ito and Reika. This is not a good idea to have them talk, is it? They'll be okay. I think they'll be okay. This should really just be a minor, even though it's going to be like 5 minutes. I should just make it a major anyway. Like, you take the good with the bad. All right. Shit, what did I name them? Oh, Idol Fight. Yeah, Idol Fight. Idol Fight. Have stopped on their road trip to let's see, begin walking in the woods where they believe Dobson where they believe Dobson is. So they are still on the lookout for Mary Dobson. And they are on the lookout. And this week they have finally finished their road trip. And they are just going out there, and they're in the woods, somewhere in the woods. It's like nighttime. There you go. So we'll put that up there because we can use the rest of the show to build up from what that crap will end up being. Let me see here. Dash. Minoru. Actually, you know what? That's what it should be. All right. Dash is with Suzuki, who has decided she needs to train to prepare for Kairi at GP Final. More training montages. We can't get enough training montages here in Hawkeye Pro. So it's just her and Suzuki because Kagetsu and Hazuki are still recovering. So we'll throw that up here. We'll put that in here. We'll break up the Foley with them and then Heyman, and we'll do one last bit, which will be 5 minutes. So we're gonna loop this together here. Kairi Hojo is gonna be with Arisa Nakajima and Ayako Hamada, who last week wanted to better themselves by training with Kurt Angle. So let's see. Kairi joins up with Reynas, who have been training with Angle in order to prepare for her title match. Yeah, we'll just do that. All right. So, let's see. Entertainment, maybe? Would entertainment be the best option? I guess. I don't think Hamada and Nakajima are also known for their entertainment skills, so we could do that. So there we go. So we get to tie in the Reynas thing with Kurt Angle. We get to tie in the Reynas thing with Kurt Angle. That will also help Kairi Hojo out to keep her sort of away from the ring for right now to prepare for her match at GP Final. Since we do have that women's title match confirmed, they're both off doing their thing. And I think I'm good. I think we're good to go. Cool. Whew, I hope I didn't forget anything, but I probably am. All right, so we open up here at Stokely Athletic Center in Memphis for Breakout. The Justice Legion are going to open up the show, all 5 members coming out. Lufisto is bringing us a very somber Carl Anderson along with Doc Gallows. And she wants Carl Anderson to apologize for gun stunning Princess Kimberly last week. And, Carl protests that, it was a bit on accident, but, he wants people to know that he apologizes and that this is not in line with the Justice Legion's values of protecting people and upholding the good in the world. Carl Anderson also takes a little bit of time to just be like, but in my defense, she is evil. And Lufisto is not really having much of that right now. She's just more focused on Carl Anderson in doing the apologizing to make sure that Justice Legion is known for upholding the standards that Lufisto has set. But this does have Dalton Castle come out. And he is still distraught over last week, and he is angry over the gun stunning of Princess Kimberly, that he has decided upon himself to talk to Mick Foley about arranging a tag team match for Kangaroo Jess and Kangaroo Cassidy, and that he has put up a substantial amount of money to bring in a couple of women who are revealed to be Nikki and Toni Storm to fight them, to show the power of pomp and circumstance. And we get this match out, not that bad, to be completely honest, for two developmental women and two low tier on the totem pole women. That turned out better than I thought. Either way, Nikki Storm and Toni Storm end up getting the better of the Justice Legion and get the pin on Kangaroo Cassidy, and Nikki Storm and Toni Storm pick up a win on Breakout, of all places. I don't think I've had developmental wrestlers win too much on the actual TV shows. They haven't ever shown up anywhere except maybe the pre-shows to actually have a win, so I guess this is one of the bigger things that have happened. Well, I guess Will Ospreay technically was like the first big one. I think that was the first major one before he got officially called up. Either way, Nikki Storm and Toni Storm stand over Kangaroo Cassidy and Kangaroo Jess as Dalton Castle taunts them, as well as the rest of Justice Legion, and warns them not to cross pomp and circumstance again. And we go to an undisclosed location where Lady Beard has been with Maki Ito and Reika Saiki. They've been on a road trip. They started the road trip last week to look for the whereabouts of Mary Dobson. Of course, over the last few weeks, she has been seen assaulting other members of the roster, as well as potentially, maybe I wouldn't say killing, but like potentially removing people, namely Kevin Kiley and Kaylee Ray from 2K. I forget what the fuck I called them. Was it 2K Corporation? Something like that? What did I name them? 2K Enterprises, yeah. But we are down one Kevin Kiley and one Kaylee Ray, and it's really just down to Lady Beard, Maki, and Reika. So they have been driving, and they find a place in the woods that they proclaim that they were given a tip by some local people that perhaps they had seen Mary Dobson in the whereabouts coming out this way. So they prepare themselves to go out into the woods to look for perhaps where Mary Dobson is hiding. And we leave it at that, with Nicole Matthews coming out, the High Spirits champion. She's not done a ton in the last few weeks, and she talks to Portia Perez and says that she's tired of waiting to see when her first title defense is, and decided that tonight, right now, is going to be her first title defense. In fact, she's going to lay out an open challenge. She knows there's some people who have been interested in challenging for the title. And so she says, anyone who wants to come out, feel free to come out, and we'll have a High Spirits title match right now. And it is, of course, answered by Candice LeRae, who hasn't had much going on, is looking to get a little bit of momentum back with a win here. So she's also been somewhat aimless for the last few weeks and has been taunted about it before as well. So she is going to face Nicole Matthews for the High Spirits title. Good wrestling. It gets about 12 and a half minutes. But just as it looks like Candice might be able to pull off the win, a surprise cradle gets Nicole Matthews the win and her first official defense of the Hawkeye Pro High Spirits Championship. So there you go, a good title defense for Nicole Matthews. Didn't quite knock her down for the 3, but a roll-up is still a pinfall. So she walks away with the win here. And she didn't have to cheat to do that. So that was one of the big things I wanted to make sure as well. So Nicole Matthews out there begins walking to the back with Portia Perez. Candice is, not too happy about that. But Hikaru Shida comes out in her whole get-up and demands that she wants to be the next challenger for the High Spirits title. She wants her rematch from Infamous, and she wants to prove that Nicole Matthews winning was simply a fluke. And she wants to do whatever she can to be able to challenge for the High Spirits title in the future. So we just kind of leave it ambiguous there as we go on to the back. Mick Foley is talking with James Mitchell. He also has Paul Heyman in there. And, James Mitchell's pleading his case with Sadistic Tales challenging for the Women's Tag Team Championship again. And Foley states that they've had a couple of tries at it. This was their second opportunity, of course, after he felt that they were sort of robbed on the first one. This was their second one, except this time it was your fault. Lets James Mitchell know that it was indeed Sadistic Tales' fault with Mio Shirai getting involved, and says that he will give them one more chance to challenge for the tag titles. But the reason he has Paul Heyman here is because he has decided instead they're going to have a mini tag tournament. 4 teams that he's picked, including Paul Heyman's Heyman International. And so before Sadistic Tales can challenge for the women's tag titles, they have to do a couple of wins, pick up a couple of wins here against some of the top women's tag teams here on Breakout. So he tells them that if they can't be successful in getting to the number 1 contendership, and they're not successful in winning the women's tag team titles, you can pretty much kiss goodbye the opportunity of Sadistic Tales becoming women's tag team champions. So James Mitchell knows that it is game on for Sadistic Tales. They have got their backs to the wall here. Dash Chisako sitting there with her belt with Minoru Suzuki, and they have decided, Suzuki specifically, that she needs to train in order to prepare for Kairi Hojo. And says that, Dash is one of the best in the world. She always proclaims it, and he believes it to be true. However, Kairi is on a different level from most of the other women on the roster. So decides that maybe she should do just a little bit of training to deal with some of the top women in Hawkeye Pro. So they're going to spend the next few weeks doing that, and hopefully allowing also some time for Kagetsu and Hazuki to recover from what had happened to them, which was also stressed to Dash as to why she should probably do a little bit of training as well with Suzuki. We get Paul Heyman coming out for the first of the 2 semifinal matches in the mini tournament for the women's tag team titles. Heyman talks up Mayu and Miyu and says that, lets them know that they've had some setbacks before, but this is their opportunity to have success, especially with Io gone. But Io Shirai will be back. As he says, in 1 month. He says that on the July, once we get to the first week of July and Breakout moves to Fox, that Io Shirai will return after GP Final on the first episode of Breakout on Fox. He feels that Io Shirai is above simply appearing on YouTube anymore, and that Io Shirai's greatness should only be shown on a full television network. So bringing that in there to give us an actual date for Io Shirai's return. But as of right now, Heyman International faces sort of the new shimmer and shine of Mercedes Martinez and Madison Eagles. And Miyu actually didn't do too bad in comparison to all the 80s that happened there. Jesus, that actually didn't do too bad. Great wrestling and decent reaction. Heyman International gets the win, though, over Martinez and Eagles in just over 18 minutes. Miyu got the win over Eagles with a curb stomp. Oh, I forgot I gave Miyu the curb stomp. So Miyu curb stomps Madison Eagles' face in to give the win to Heyman International. And they will be moving on for a number 1 contendership shot at the women's tag team titles. And we go to Sadistic Tales in their locker room where they have sort of huddled together. And they understand what this means. Their next loss, if they can't get the women's tag titles, is probably going to be their final one as a tag team. So they are they know this is their last chance, and they need to come up with a win tonight, and they need to come up with a win next week as well. And we'll see how they work here as they face the Revolution coming up. So they have their little pep rally there. Io Shirai will stay back to make sure that they do not that she doesn't get too involved. Kairi Hojo opens up a gym door and is in the same gym that the Reinas have been in for the last week, as they had met up last week with Kurt Angle to help retrain their bodies for moving into the next level of being tag champions. They of course, after losing the tag titles, seem to have been on a little bit of a slide, so they're employing Kurt Angle as a possible trainer for them to help them move to the next level as a tag team. And Kairi, who did hear about this, is deciding she also wants to join in on the training and preparation to get herself ready for her title match at Grand Prix Final. We get to our main event, Sadistic Tales versus the Revolution. It goes just under 18 minutes when Sadistic Tales gets the win over the Revolution. Becky Knox gets tapped out. Wow. To the Kana lock too, Jesus. Out of all things and all people, Kana locks Becky into the Kana lock and forces Becky to tap out. And after a lot of that, I can't believe, by the way, with all the in-ring performances that these four had, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see it. With all these four, it managed to pull off a 90 here. But either way, Sadistic Tales getting the win over the Revolution, which means that next week at Breakout, we will have Sadistic Tales versus Heyman International. So Kana and Azumi taking on Miyu and Mayu. Number 1 contendership, Hawkeye Pro Women's Tag. So the number 1 contendership to the Hawkeye Pro Women's Tag Team titles on the line. Sadistic Tales versus Heyman International. This is Sadistic Tales' final opportunity to become women's tag team champions. They must win this number 1 contendership match. And just to put a little salt in the wound here, Heyman International does come out to put a bit of stomping on Kana and Azumi here. A couple of curb stomps to Kana and Azumi. Has Io Shirai come out. James Mitchell's trying to get people out here. And Mayu and Miyu end up sliding out of the ring and back into the crowd as people watch. The referees and stuff tend to Kana and Azumi, as that is next week's main event. And that will end the show at 92. Holy shit, that's one of the best ones I put on in a while. Damn. I would put on the greatest women's the greatest women's shows, I think, in recent memory. So that's a win for me. I think they've been kind of low to mid 80s, so a 92 is baller. YouTube has 3 episodes remaining. Santana Garrett's kept with Stardom, 14.75, so I think we kept everybody. Yeah, we gained just a few more. We didn't quite sell at the Stokely Athletic Center. That's fine. Understandable. But either way, manage that. $500,000. I wonder how quickly that $500,000 is going to go down by Monday. Is this going to be one of those things now that we're national that we're not going to have the greatest of... I feel like we're not going to have the greatest of money. I'm just hoping to make it to July because I feel like we're going to be able to even this out. Once we get to July and we start getting to the better TV money. Once we can chase that big fat TV, those big fat TV paychecks, that's when it's going to do well. I'm trying to see here. ICW, yeah, don't care so much. Loan to FIP. Oh, Stardom's going to be on a WB station. Okay. Can you imagine if they actually did end up on any sort of network here? FIP look like they're, uh-oh. I think FIP's starting to lose money. Something tells me Stardom re-signed Hiroyo Matsumoto. That wouldn't be too bad. Brother Devon potentially staying with House of Hardcore. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll do pretty good. That's not a lot of money out. Tetsuya Endo with All Japan. Ooh, Tetsuya Endo. So is his contract up? Ooh. I don't know if he'll sign. How much are they offering him? Really? That's all it takes to take Tetsuya Endo away from them? Let me look at this. Is he just not that popular? No, he's not. Man, I figured he'd be a little bit better with DDT and all that. You know what? Fuck it. Dude. Yeah. You know what? I'll let Brother Yashi go. I'm not letting Tetsuya Endo go, though. I'll gladly spend, what, 50? We'll make it like, maybe we'll make it $6,000. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. That's probably one thing I need to think about is I'm probably not going to do much with Tetsuya Endo. But for $6,000 a month, I guess that's one thing I got to think about. Is it going to be anywhere near worth it? I don't use some of the guys I already have as is, so I should probably, man. If I had, this is why I probably should consider a second brand, but we're already almost, like, we got less than a year left of this. I kind of want him, but I don't have anything to do with him, and I already got too many people as is. Fuck. Tetsuya Endo would be dope to have and actually build up, but I feel like at this point, I don't have much to do with him that isn't already bringing, like, it isn't already dealing with a lot of money. I don't know. What was my talent trades? I got, there's DDT. All right, so he's with All Japan, I think, right now. Right. All Japan's going to sign him away. Okay, from Michinoku Pro and DDT. And okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to... Man, I feel like I'm going to regret this, but I guess I don't have enough to do with him right now. I'm not just going to sign people for the sake of signing people. That's what real companies do. Just sell the Tetsuya in the Sky shirts. Oh my god. You know what? Now that we're mentioning that. Oh my god, hang on. So, when he's talking about Tetsuya in the Sky shirts. Tell me that's what this is. Yes. I'm sure I'll probably. So there's a Tetsuya Endo shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees if you've ever seen it. I'm just gonna quickly. Oh god, this is gonna be So this is the Tetsuya Endo shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees if you ever want it. I'm just gonna put that over there. Feel free to Google that if you would like to see a better picture of it. All right. So it's Monday, so I still at least have half a chance to possibly sign them if I really want. Oh, Dragon Gate loan out Yamato to Evolve. Oh boy. Yeah, Marufuji being loaned to New Japan would be dope. I mean, that already happened, so. And it was dope. All right. Save this one more time and call it good because it is late. And I actually have to work in the morning. So, man, I want to give myself a round of applause for making this under 2 hours. It's very, very rare for this to be under like 2 hours, 15 minutes. And I'm just under the 2 hour mark. Holy shit. So, yeah, there we go. We are, 3 weeks? Just over that? Something like that? 2.5 weeks left till Grand Prix Final. Did I update okay, I did update the logo. Speaking of logo updates, I don't think I've revealed anything, but I do have, I don't know if anyone is too interested, but the Hawkeye Pro logo, as you know it, will change when we move over to Fox. So we're going to finish out June. We're going to go to the Grand Prix Final, and then when we move to July and we move to Fox, I have a new logo set up for that. So I kind of told myself for a while I wasn't actually going to change this because I really enjoyed it, but yeah, I think I will change it ever so slightly. So I'll be ready for that. So thank you guys for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate you guys being here. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you watching on YouTube and continue watching. And hope to see you guys for the next week. Hopefully it doesn't take me a couple weeks to stream this again. But yeah, thank you, and I will see you guys next time.